I spend my own time and money to make this review, so if you like this video, press the subscribe button to send some love and support. Hi, my name is Kai1. Today we're going to share with you guys this Astrhori 28mm f13 probe lens. Before anything, we are going to share with you guys some footage because we have this rotating barrel. This is pretty special. Then you can create some flying camera, like robotic arm flying camera effect with this probe lens setup. This is really unique. Not all the probe lens on the market can do this, so this is really a selling point of this lens. 360-degree rotating barrel. You can just keep turning. And also we have some gears on top of this rotating barrel, so you can use some focusing motor to engage and turn the barrel wirelessly. This creates so much possibility with this lens. Okay, so let's start the image quality test. With the straight probe lens, at macro distance, step down the aperture will keep improving the image quality. The image looks the best around f14 to f20. Above f20, the image will start to fall apart. At further distance, step down the aperture to f20 looks the best. Above f20, the image will start to fall apart. Aperture wide open will have slightly warmer color shift. There are always some chromatic aberration in the image. The chromatic aberration cannot be fixed by stepping down the aperture. The spherical aberration at macro distance, it looks super clean even at wide open. At f20, it looks the cleanest. Above f20, the image will start to fall apart. At further distance, we have some serious spherical aberration. Step down the aperture will help. At f20, it looks the cleanest. Above f20, the image will start to fall apart. The star flare looks soft in the center with blurry tips. Lens flare looks smooth and pleasant. It's well controlled without any harsh ghosting appears in the image. This is the out of focus bokeh and focus breathing test. Next, with the 90-degree angle probe lens, it looks really good even at wide open aperture f13. At macro distance, the best aperture range is around f16 to f20. Above f20, the image will start to fall apart. At further distance, step down the aperture to f20 looks the best. Above f20, the image will start to fall apart. When using the aperture wide open, we have some noticeably warmer color shift. We have some serious chromatic aberration throughout the range, and it cannot be fixed by stepping down the aperture. The spherical aberration at macro distance, it looks super clean even at wide open. It looks the best around f16 to f20. Above f20, it will start to fall apart. Spherical aberration at further distance is noticeably worse. It looks best at f20. Above f20, it will start to fall apart. The star flare looks blooming, and it's not sharp at all. The lens flare is well controlled, smooth and pleasing without any harsh ghosting. This is the out of focus bokeh and focus breathing test. There's also some problems about this lens I want to share with you guys. So first, the 90-degree probe lens, the front edge is a little bit too sharp. I hurt myself several times using this lens. So I think I will use some kind of sandpaper to sand out these sharp edges to prevent hurting myself in the future again. The second problem will be the lens focusing ring diameter is a little bit too small, so it's harder to use follow focusing system to engage the gear on top. Because I have two kinds of focusing motor and both of them cannot engage the gears on here. The third problem, I don't know, is this a defect product or something is off, because it cannot focus to infinity, even on a native lens mount. I don't add any adapter. We put it on a native lens mount and we still cannot focus to infinity. So this is a problem. I think something is off. I hope this is just a single unit problem, not an entire batch problem. Pairing the 360 rotating barrel with the 90-degree probe lens, you can create so much possibility. But remember, you gotta spend so much time to set up because it's really hard to compose your shot because everything left and right are totally flipped. So you gotta flip your brain to compose your shot. Okay, so we have some bonus and unofficial stuff we can share. So remove the probe lens, you can actually shoot without anything in front. Like a 100mm-ish macro lens, you can use this as a standalone lens. This is really cool, but just be careful because the lens don't have any front element. The front is the aperture blade, so be careful of the dust goes inside. And this probe lens is really affordable with the 360 rotating barrel functionality. So will you pick one up? Leave a comment below because I will pick one up. And if you have any question about this lens, leave a comment below too. I will reply to all of them. Thanks for watching.